Let me take a moment to show you 3 examples of how to pot up slipper orchids in different scenarios based on what happens to these orchids once they reach a certain age. Being able to leave an orchid alone by not having to repot frequently is the best thing we can do. While slipper orchids are slow growers, they naturally buy us more time. They will one day still need a repot. And then just like other orchids, they also need to be left alone for as long as possible. So potting them up the way I suggest you do in the following examples is going to buy you many more years of not having to disturb them. We can do some things to think ahead, and this group of orchids are pretty predictable, which we should take advantage of. First case scenario, you have a piece that has 2 fans. One of them is on the way out. Keep that in mind, and although they die back slowly, your focus needs to be on the youngest fan. That one has to go into the middle because from the base of the youngest fan, a future new fan will develop, which will also stay more centered. You can also say, yeah, push the oldest fan right up to the edge of the pot, but that just doesn't look aesthetically pleasing, and we do want our orchids to somewhat look aesthetically pleasing, so center the newest fan, and a future new fan, when it grows, will also stay more centered. In this manner, the orchid can grow along the rhizome for at least 5 years and grow a strong root system without having to be disturbed. Second case scenario, you have 2 separate fans, which you could pot up in their separate pots, but to save on shelf space, pot them up together, and both can be touching each other as you pot them up, and pot them up in the center. Any new fan that grows from these single fans will inadvertently find themselves in the middle of the pot, giving the orchid yet again years to fill the pot as new fans grow from the center outwards. Third case scenario. You have a rhizome with several smaller growths attached to it. Which one should be in the middle? If you have this situation, situate the rhizome in such a way that the middle fan on the rhizome finds itself in the middle of the pot. Eventually, the outer fans may find the edge of the pot before the middle fan has had enough fans to reach the edge of the pot. However, that middle fan will be the main root producer, and those roots are going to need the space to grow into the media, and being at the center will allow for the upcoming fans to do just that. And then there's the 50-50 chance that the outer fans will have new fans growing toward the middle, which would be the best case scenario. And the final top tip, in all slipper orchid repots, pot the fans as low into the pot as possible. This will buy you time with repots as the orchid grows roots and starts to push herself out of the pot. Keeping the fans low in the pot allows you to fill the media around any fans that grow and pushes the orchid up bit by bit. Eventually, the level of the media will match the upper edge of the pot. This could take years though, and that is exactly what we want.